Yo, what's up, everyone? My name is Andrew Warren, and we're just going to be doing an update on my portfolio today and talking about some of the stocks that I'm buying currently. Because as you guys know, we got this drop recently. If you look at VOO, we got a significant drop yesterday, and we've just got a lot of bounces lately. We got a dead cat bounce right here, and then it drops even more. And we've been seeing a lot of that lately with a lot of volatility in the market where we'll have it go up a lot in one day, and then it'll go down in one day, and then sometimes it'll go down even more the next day. But as you guys can see, we started off pretty positive. Pre-market, I was up 3,500 basically. And then once the market, once it got out of pre-market, I was about, 3,200. It kept going down a little bit, bounced back up. And then as you guys can see, it's lunchtime right now. It's almost 12 p.m. It's 11:48 a.m. right now. And this is pretty normal for lunchtime. Usually you see it going down a little bit. If it is a positive day, it goes down a little bit towards lunchtime. But I do think it's possible that we could actually end this day negative. Now, I know I'll be uploading this video probably close to the end of the day, so I could be completely wrong, and we're all going to see what happens with the market. But I do think it's possible that we could be negative, and we're sort of seeing it right now. I mean, by the end of this video, this may actually be negative since it's so close to lunchtime. But I'm just wondering, once lunchtime is over, I wonder if it's going to bounce back up or if it's just going to keep spiraling down into the negative. It would be super weird to start off today with like a pretty high rebound and then, ending the day with it going down like below below the normal level, so it going as a loss instead of a gain for today. I would be pretty surprised with that, because that just seems something that, that seems a little weird to start off so positive and then, by the end of the day end it negative. So that would definitely be interesting to see, and I feel like it's possible because there's so many people that are afraid to hold over the weekend. We could get so many negative news articles come out. It's untelling what we're going to see in the news over the next 2 days in this weekend. After the market closes tonight, it's untelling. We could see the worst news ever Saturday, Sunday, Monday morning early before the market opens. So I think a lot of people are just really afraid to hold over the weekend. And I do think that, that worry is valid. It's pretty valid, at least in my opinion, because you never know what news articles are going to come out. And seemingly with the Rona situation right now, it seems like everything is just going to get worse. So I can see a lot of these people that aren't investing long term and, we're just looking for short term gains. Those types of panic sellers, the people that panic and sell when the market doesn't look good, like viewing that from their perspective, I could certainly see people selling towards the end of the day. And, obviously it might not end with us being in the negative today. We might end with, some solid gains for today in the market with, a positive percentage. Even given if we have a positive day today, I feel like it's really highly likely that Monday could be a drop day. Another one of those days that everybody dreads where it's just negative. It's a negative percentage. I don't know how significant that drop would be, but I have this feeling like Monday is going to be negative. Now, I could be completely wrong, but I love giving my predictions out here to you guys because regardless, we're going to see what happens. So it's always interesting to see whether I was correct or not. But there have been videos where I've covered things like the dead cat bounce. And so far, I mean, I've been accurate on that. I covered, let's see, within the past, can't really see it here, but I covered that this would be a temporary bounce and then it would go down even more. And that, as you can see, that happened. But I feel like it's certainly possible that we could either end up negative today, and if we do end up positive, I feel like Monday is very, very likely for another drop. But as all of us know, only time will tell. But anyways, now on to another topic. I want to show you guys what I'm buying currently. And if you've watched some of my previous videos, you do know that I have spent a lot of money on Microsoft recently. I feel like even at $141, Microsoft is at an excellent value. I think this is an excellent opportunity to get into some Microsoft and purchase a bunch of shares. As you guys can see, I'm actually up positive today. I'm up like $200, 1.96%. I'm still negative overall, but I've been buying the dip, and I've been preaching this constantly, just buying the dip on Microsoft and other high-quality long-term stocks. But I'll show you guys. I bought some yesterday, and I know I showed you guys that in the past few videos, but I did buy another share at the very end of the extended after market hours yesterday, and it was when the price was super low. This is like the lowest I've seen it in such a long time. And I got one share for $135.60, which is really awesome. If you look at, the market history, that's the lowest it's been, in a long time. It hasn't been that low since like October 22nd of last year. Something along those lines. So I think that was an excellent buy-in price. But as I've said earlier, I really just don't have any more cash on hand right now to put into the market. And it kind of hurts to see all of these stocks on sale, and I just don't have the cash available currently to put into it and buy more. But I have been trying my best to use what I do have, or what I did have, to buy more shares of things like Microsoft and VOO. As you guys can see, I have a history. I've bought like, before this one on March 12th as well, I spent $1,000 on shares. It just doesn't show it. It doesn't go as far back. But as you can see, I bought another $500, $600 on March 12th. And then 18 hours ago, I bought that one share. And then I got my dividend today, which is pretty awesome. The dividend was only for 20 shares. And I now own, let's see if I can find it. I now own 76 shares. So unfortunately, the dividend doesn't count for how many shares that I own currently, but still $10 is pretty freaking awesome for 20 shares. 51 cents per share. That's encouraging, honestly. It makes me want to buy more Microsoft. You have still, a consistent history of growth. I mean, look how much it's down, and it's still up 25% almost just this year. And, for the past 5 years, it's up 237%, counting in the drop. And you get dividends like this, 51 cents per share. That's just absolutely awesome in my opinion. And Microsoft is really what I'm buying right now. If I had more cash on the sidelines, I would put all of it into Microsoft, just because that's the one stock that for some reason, I mean, I do have my reasoning behind it, but it's just that one stock that I have a lot of faith in, that it will grow exponentially in the future. And I just think this Microsoft, jumping on Microsoft right now, is the wave in my opinion. As you guys know, this is not financial advice or anything along those lines, but I do like to give my opinions on what I think is worth buying currently, and also just sharing what I like purchasing at this moment. But as you guys can see with my portfolio right now, we almost went under. We almost went under into the negative, but it bumped back up. So we could see a spike back up, but we could also see it, go down a little bit towards the end of the day. What I think is going to happen by the end of the day, at least, I don't think it's going to be super high. I think it's either going to be negative or it's going to be pretty low, like in this area right here, at least with my portfolio value. I think VOO will probably end in the positive by the end of the day, possibly. But I don't know, man. I feel like it could possibly go either way. I mean, the market's just 50-50, but I don't know. We could see it happen. I feel like it's possible to see it go negative by the end of the day. But I feel like Monday's certainly going to be negative. But I'll be interested to see what happens. It gets me really excited when you have such a volatile market like this, because you never know what's going to happen. And honestly, I'm hoping it goes down even more. And I know that's absolutely crazy. I'm already down $8,000. But I low-key hope it goes down even more. That way, once I finally pay off my taxes in April, I'll be able to buy some stocks at a good price, and I'll know how much I have available on the sidelines with cash, and I'll be able to jump into the market at a good price even more. But before I end this video, I would like to say, if you are considering beginning investing, I will say this is probably one of the best times that you could possibly enter the market. Just imagine the people that decided to finally start investing once the stock market was starting to get really high, like February 10th, February 18th. We were seeing all-time highs at this point. So just imagine being that person that began investing at that. Now, they do have a reason to stress out a bit. Although it doesn't really matter in the long term, I could certainly understand someone being more stressed if they started investing at this point than someone else that began investing at a lower point, like today recently or a few days ago. So I will say, if you are thinking about getting into the market, and if you do think you'll do it in the future, you might as well start either today or sometime next week, now that we're at a low point, and it could possibly even go lower. But don't be discouraged if it does go a little bit lower after you begin investing, because that's just a part of it. That's the way it goes. But if you do want to get started, I have a referral link down in the description and in the pinned comment below of my referral link to Robinhood and to Webull as well. We'll both get some free stocks. You'll get one if you start up with Robinhood if you use my referral link, and I think you'll get 2 with Webull. There's a promotion with 3 right now, but I think my referral link is for 2, but I'll make sure to update it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to drop a like on it, smash that like button. It really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. And for some reason, my video yesterday popped off a little bit. Last time I checked, it got 750 views, and we've been averaging like 100 to 150 views. So they got me pretty excited. I'm not gonna lie, yesterday's video popped off. But if you do want to support future videos like these, liking really does help out. But I'm definitely interested to see what your guys' portfolio is looking like. So make sure to drop that down in the description or in the comment section below and tell me what your portfolio is looking like. If you got any dividends recently, what your predictions are for the market, just anything along those lines. I love talking with other people about the market just because it's something that really interests me. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you all have a great week.